this timeout, they're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Now a play fake here on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Dexter Lawrence never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Brewer. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Right back to him on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brewer. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Brewer. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game.
On springs free, Montgomery loses it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a give up the middle. This is White down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Once again, it's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Denver's offense now set to go. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. Jeudy. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touch. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark. How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mims in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver's offense ready to go again. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 2. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Montgomery, another target and catch. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. David Montgomery as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, they'll throw out to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take him. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way?
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out quickly to Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Montgomery on the counter. Nice move at the 40. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The pass there complete to Sutton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they play someone, try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he goes out right around the 39. Here is third down and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This now a 3rd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They'll set up a throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go up the middle with White. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at the big man rumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
2nd and 6. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now back to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago.